The goods and services tax, the country's biggest tax reform, has been launched. And to speak more about that, we have with us Vineet Bhatnagar, Managing Director and CEO of Phillip Capital, who have organized a one-day conference on GST here in Mumbai. Vineet, what's been your experience? Fortnight has passed as far as GST is concerned. You've been speaking to a lot of stakeholders, a lot of your clients and people whom you interact with. What has been their experience as far as GST is concerned?
I think the overriding sentiment is positive, right? Almost everyone that we interact with, and I'm talking about from the institutional investor group because that's the target audience that we interact the most, they all look at it in a very unanimous way that in the medium to long term, this is going to be a good thing for India. And that is something that has really captured the imagination as far as even businesses are concerned. Today's conference obviously brought out more granular details of what the challenges are, how this space perhaps will continue to evolve. Are there overriding principles and guiding principles that the government is going to follow over the next couple of years? So yes, it has been very interesting. It has been a long-awaited tax reform. The first time we covered it through another similar session was about 2.5 years ago. So yes, we are happy that it has got rolled out finally.
So one concern has been that has the government ramped this in without adequate preparation on the ground? Do you think that's a valid concern, or we could never have been fully prepared for a tax reform of this nature?
I think never being fully prepared for a smoothest rollout is a reality. And it is a reality for almost everything that we see, not only at the government or a national level, but even at the company level. Several times the product rollouts are, dry tests, and there are always iterations that will always be taken into consideration after you get the feedback from the ground. So in that respect, I think it is a more pragmatic approach that the government has taken. Even politically, I think it was becoming a very important milestone for the present government to demonstrate its willingness to roll out on July 1 and no later.
Right. Also, is it truly a one nation, one tax regime? Because there are several services that have been kept out of it, especially when you look at probably petroleum and alcohol and several of them. Which are actually high revenue earning potential for the states. Can we say that this is truly one nation, one tax regime?
I think it is more of a positioning statement, or shall I say a statement that the government would like all of us to believe. It could move towards a situation like one nation, one tax at some point in time, but clearly from a more practical and pragmatic approach, and to reduce the friction between the center and the state, some of the goods have been kept out deliberately, but they were kept out even in the first draft of GST. So to my mind, that was the only way for something like a GST to get rolled out in India.
Right. From a market's point of view, do you think that this is probably, there's a lot of relief that finally India has adopted a regime like this? Or do you think that the markets wanted probably more preparation on this?
I think from the foreign institutional investors' point of view, and from a macro approach to reading where India is moving under the present leadership in Delhi, I think this is quite significant. I think it shows the commitment, and also it shows what the country wants to achieve moving forward. In reality, as we have seen even in the conference today, there are several businesses that are still grappling with what the interpretation of some guidelines are, whether they will be ready to upload their returns as has been specified. On the other hand, the GST Council representative who was on the panel this morning clarified that the approach within the government is not punitive for any missteps, as long as the intention is not wrong to begin with. There are ways in which they would like to accommodate the hiccup kind of a rollout, so that over a period of time, whether it is 18 months or 24 months, we see a very smooth ride for the entire corporate India.
Yeah, so coming to that point, when do you see the benefits for the overall economy rolling in? Is it probably a 1 year, 2 year, 3 year wait?
I think it is something that could happen differently for different segments. My own assessment is that there are certain sectors where the benefits will be visible quite quite quickly, right? And we are seeing that in the case of FMCG and perhaps even white goods sector for consumer durables. It is quite possible that the collection and the information relating to collection will not be limited only to the indirect taxes, but it will have a natural overflow into the direct taxes. So in my mind, a steady state, stable GST environment could take 18 to 24 months, but the benefits from having rolled it out on July 1, 2017 could start happening much sooner.
Okay, so all these conjectures that have been made, that 2% bump as far as GDP is concerned, do you think that is going to happen sooner or later?
I think those kind of assessment and estimates are clearly based on certain assumptions, right? So if tax to GDP ratio were to move up by 15 to 20% and there was greater compliance in certain consumption basket that the government is very keen should not be inflationary. On those assumptions, a 1.5 to 2% bump up in the GDP is possible. We internally believe that GST is tax neutral, and perhaps GST will also be GDP neutral at least till March 18.
Okay. Also, from a government point of view, also this has been a time when the markets are hitting all-time highs. Is there a cause of worry that probably a lot of this GDP and as far as also benefits of GST has been factored in without a corporate performance really matching it up? Or do you think that this was scheduled to happen and probably the markets will be at a trajectory which is only going up?
Markets in general and in theory always anticipate the good news in advance, right? So the possible positive fallout of GST implementation will start getting factored in all the earnings models of all the analysts on the street quickly. You are right that the actual performance in the earnings of the corporates will be visible only later, but then that's the nature of the beast, which is the market. As far as the riding high and all-time high market performance is concerned, I think this particular one has been another positive shot in the arm for the sentiment to improve only further. Whether the run in the broad-based market will continue as has been seen over the last 6 months, it's something to be seen. We personally believe that technically the market could actually be in a very high zone of overbought. Right. And there could be reasonable and expected correction that could happen once the market makes a new high, say at 10,000 or just above 10,000.
On that note, Vineet, thank you for speaking to us.
Thank you, Chancy.